Alright, I don't know what I just did, but it should be fine. Um, this will be a replay analysis for glassicstyle. He said he broke into GC and got around 1550 this season, and he wanted me to analyze this replay because it was against some higher 1600s. He's playing with his friends Assassin or Assassin, I guess, and a random. So yeah, we'll see what went wrong here, or at least for glassicstyle here. So kick was fine. I suggest flipping maybe to the right here, but like I know it's personal opinion maybe. That's fine. Here, okay, so here you gotta realize that your teammate is there. So here you do pick up like the small pads, and you're in a fine position honestly, because you're the teammate rotated out. So you right there you can see on the left he's rotating out for sure. So you're second, which you're in a good position for. But here you should realize that like you gotta wait and see what happens. So Mushy Cupcakes might go for this. If he does, then if you go for it, it's bad, obviously, because you're double committing for no reason, really. And that is what does happen. Like, literally, if you would have waited till here, you would have seen already that he's jumping right now. But because you didn't wait, you also jumped, which, I mean, obviously not really ideal. So now you're putting yourself out of the play. Where if you're on the ground, you might be able to go for this. If your teammate you're playing with went all the way back for a boost, which we'll see now. I don't think he did. Yeah, he didn't. So you can see your other team is going for this. So now taking this boost is good, because I mean you're starving the opponents, and they seem to be kind of double committing for this ball. So here you just need to get back and just wait for the play. Just wait to see what happens. So this is fine. I wouldn't push up this far though. So here you're fine, and then you turn. You're already boosting towards like you already want to attack here, but you don't know what's gonna happen yet. And I mean, at first it seemed like Mushy Cupcakes was gonna beat him for sure. But he kind of did an awkward turn and then he waited, which means obviously this is not obvious anymore who's gonna win this. So pushing up is not that good anymore. And that's a bad touch too. So yeah, you had 80 boost here, right? And then going up the wall, use it all, which isn't ideal. Well, one, because like if you don't, like even if you just drive up this wall, it should be fine. Using a little boost is fine, but he can already stop. Like he's way out. You're gonna beat him to this ball 100%. And then when you do hit this ball, you want to hit it to the corner or try and control it and get a good 50, especially because now you're low on boost, so you cannot like air dribble it out or get a. This is also not like a ball you can get a good hit on, outwards at least, with power at least. So this is a really bad touch. If you follow this on the ceiling and then maybe get another touch, it could be fine. But like putting this in the corner is way safer and pretty much always the go-to play in the situation. So going for this is fine. And that could have been a goal, honestly. So here, this follow-up was good. Yeah, even though you had low boost, you realize like you can beat him to the ball 100%. Which then this becomes fine, and you kind of put him out of the play too. But then I don't know if you went for you wanted to go for a bump here or not. But if you bump him, I mean, that could be a goal. So that's a weird turn. So here, at first you're doing fine, like flipping back through the middle, because here in the middle and then looking back on the play. So again, ball cam is a thing here, because you already saw there's no one here. You cannot bump anyone, or you cannot bump your teammates, or like there's no threat of an opponent. On top of that, you can see both the corner boosters are up, which means if you turn on ball cam, you can just decide, okay, ball is in a dangerous position. You need to just grab small pads, or if you can go for the big boost or not. So here, doing this is very, very aggressive, especially, well, just literally like 30 seconds into the game. And then you do grab the boost, but I would have went all the way back, honestly, to make it safer and you know, your teammate can pick up the corner boost or the mid boost then, and then you can keep up aggression or the pressure maybe a little bit more. So you just need to wait, which you do a little bit, and then okay, you do give him this for free, so you have enough boost and a decent position to go for this. So he gets the boost, and then he goes for an edge dribble. So this could be fine, but normally you want your first player to just challenge this. And the reason for that is otherwise you give the opponent just too many options, too much time for his play. So what you want to do is normally the first player just jumps for it, and that either means it becomes a 50 in the air, or the opponent needs to carry it over the net, which then is fine too, because it's not a threat anymore. But you definitely kind of want to go for this. You could have won off the one and hit it or something else, but I mean that's also again like I don't know. If you were a little further off, it's easier to go for this out too, obviously. But he does take it in the corner, which is pretty dumb. Here you miss all the small pads. So obviously you have lots of boost, but like if you take the so you want to grab this one right here, then this one where you're about to drive by too, and then obviously the last one between your big boost and your back post. If you do that, then you're at almost 100 boost. Obviously you have 60 boost. It's enough, but you want to have as much as possible, obviously, if it's possible. So you kind of cut your teammate off in rotation. Assassin is second in this case. If you call he doesn't have boost, then it's fine. If this is something you normally do, even if your teammate doesn't say anything, then that's definitely not good. But yeah, maybe try and go on the wall here then, because like the ball's already high. If you go on the wall and the ball becomes a shot on net high, you can save it from the backboard 100%. And if it goes on the backboard, you're there too. If you just drive here, then the ball is above you. It's very difficult to hit this ball. So here, maybe awkward bounce. He does get it. He does not get it. So I don't know if your teammate had boost for it. He did have boost for it, and he should have definitely had that. So, well, I mean, I get the cheat up here. It should have been fine. That was good. So here, I really like this. So, yeah, you didn't have much boost, and if you go for this, it still might not be like certain you're gonna get a good 50 or you're gonna get a hit on the ball, because I mean they're both beating you to the ball at this point. But when they miss it, then yeah, then I mean the danger is pretty much gone. So this should be fine. It's unfortunate that Mushy Cupcakes just banks this away though, because it was I mean you guys hit the ball and then you can start a play. Alright, so from here you do grab some small pass. You could have had more probably. So you miss one, two. You miss two small pads pretty much. And then here, I mean, you can do two things with this ball. I would just shoot it on net, which I think you tried to do, but you missed. I mean, that's fine. I don't go for mechanical mistakes mostly. So yeah, but I would shoot it here too. Reason for that is you can assume your team is gonna try and bump him, or at least try and interfere him for getting the save. So the net is semi-open, I would say maybe. So definitely shooting this is good, and you did that. So I mean, it's the right decision. So you can shoot up a bit. So it's fine. Honestly, you're just waiting for this play to happen. And then here, okay, so that's not good. So here, this was fine. Like you're perfectly fine. From that shot until here. And then here, Mushy Cupcakes doesn't get a touch. So here you should realize, okay, you're third man, which one means you shouldn't jump in recklessly. Normally, if you're third man, you only go for challenges you know you can win, or you know you can at least get like a decent touch on. Right here, I mean, I don't need to tell you, like, you can see Melon's beating you to this ball 100%. Like, there's no way you're getting this. Unless Melon whiffs, but like, you shouldn't really assume people are gonna whiff. Unless obviously it's very obvious, I don't know. But here, yeah, you're getting beat. So if it's as third man, you should realize this and just go back and play time for your teammates. So if you play time for your teammates, that means your teammate on the right can definitely get back post, and teammate on the left can collect some boost, or maybe try and run interference for you. Because what normally happens here, if you just try and like kind of quote unquote shadow it, or at least like try and be between the ball and the net, that means Mushy Cupcakes can normally go in for a challenge, because Melon will be looking at you instead of focusing on other players. But here jumping is dumb. So if you would have went back, that's actually a free ball because Melon just boomed it away. Like you could have turned and that's a free ball right there. Obviously nothing. So I mean, there might be something you think like obviously nothing dangerous came from this. But I mean, if that's a better player, obviously that might just be straight up a goal because the net was open. So that's a good bomb. Yeah, and then you should probably be able to save this. So don't know if you meant that demo, but you do lose all momentum there. And honestly, if that player is rotating out, don't even try and demo them, because like you don't really gain anything from it. In fact, it's probably even worse, because that means that the other teammate that is pushing up with Melon here, so that what's it called? Colon, right? Colon, yeah, Colon. The Colon guy will pretty much just have, you know, like he doesn't have to worry about someone being back, because someone is back 100%, which means they can play a little more aggressive on attack. But I don't know if you meant the demo or not, but whatever. So Assassin tries to get it out, and here she realizes there's a shot coming. So you just need to keep your momentum up. I think he did break, like there, like it's a little hesitation, I guess. But you always want to keep your momentum up. It doesn't matter. Like if he shoots it behind you, he shoots it behind you. But like, I mean, there's not much you can do here. But I mean, obviously shooting it towards the far post here is easier for him. So you should probably just keep your momentum up. You should keep your momentum up in pretty much almost always. So like, definitely don't try and break here. Because if you didn't, you'd have saved that for sure. So you're going for the mid is good. So here again, I tell this so many people. So here you're already lined up. So like turn Balkan back on 100%, like straight away. Like here you are again, like losing kind of information of what he's doing. Like does he get a flipper set? Is he going for ceiling start? Whatever. It makes you react differently to each play. So in the end, not much you could have done here. Your teammate should have probably had that. You can try and get back a little faster maybe, but. So you're going for mid boost fine again. So that was good. So here you do realize you're third, and if you go for this, like, it's dumb because you're gonna get beat and you're third. So like, obviously don't go for it. So you would turn away, which is good. And I don't know. I honestly wouldn't go for this because like Mushy Cupcakes just fucked the touch. Honestly, like you can try and go for this, but then try and get it to the side or in their corner maybe. You could even play this back to your own corner, but don't try and like. Well, I don't even know what you try, but like if it's a mechanical mistake or not. But like, try and either get it on the corner, in their corner or your corner where it's both safe. Honestly, you could also just leave this ball. It's fine. But like this is a really awkward aerial, and in the end, like you didn't really gain anything from it. So here I'd say you're too close to your teammate. So Assassin, you can see he's second here. So this just means you need to go back a bit if they do get a boomer clear or whatever, like they do here. It's like if you're back a little more, if you would have went back like here, you can see you got the boost. That's fine. You're getting the boost perfectly fine, because you can see Mushy Cupcakes is gonna beat him to the ball, whatever. So Mushy Cupcakes will try and either shoot it or get a pass out to Assassin. If either of those fail, they might get a clear. They might get a hard clear, and especially in higher level lobbies, obviously it's gonna be more common that they can absolutely bang the ball across the field. This just means you need to go back here a little bit, and then I mean, as I said, like here, they do get it clear. Which, if you're a little further back, that becomes a really easy ball. But still now, because no one was pushing up for it, and the ball wasn't even cleared that hard, you can see, you can catch this ball, and then try and start a dribble, turn, pass it out, try and get it to the wall for an air dribble or a shot, backboard pass, whatever. Um, but if you go for this, here you're just wasting boost. And a free ball. Well, I mean, you might be able to get the ball, or someone on your team might be able to get the ball, but like in the end, like what did that touch accomplish you? Where you could just literally like. So from here, I mean, there's definitely something in lower GC lobbies, I guess, but even in mid GC, I'd say, people don't realize how much time they have here. So I can show you, none. So pretty much, if you just let this ball go, right, it will literally land here, somewhere here, whatever, and then you can just catch it, turn, and try and flick an opponent, or I don't know, dribble him, pass to your team or whatever. But if you go for this, I mean, again, like what do you accomplish here? You pretty much just pass them the ball, and you wasted, I don't know, a lot of your boost. Because you started with 100 boost, right? And then now, because you made that touch and had to try and follow up your touch that was just way too hard for you to follow, you pretty much wasted all your boost. And here it is fine. So you see what he's doing. So like you can just try and control it. He plays slow, and especially I'm talking too much about him, I guess, but like especially in his case, like they're 2-0 up. There's no rush for them to even attack. So that's fine. Here you see there you could have probably pushed up here, because like you don't see your teammate that close, which means you can go for this. But that does mean you need to be like faster and aggressively go towards the ball. I don't know if you guys calm a lot, but like if you guys are on comms a lot, and then you just like, you know, you can say like, oh, I'll go, or like, or you can go, whatever. I mean, comms can be. Don't focus on comms too much, I'd say, as in the end, like you should be able to know what your team is gonna do and whatever, but like sometimes it's nice to have that, like, to make it clear what you're gonna do or what's gonna happen, whatever. So yeah, then you did. So here, this is perfectly fine as third man to play it like this. Maybe a little too far off, but like in the end it was fine. You can get this ball. This is a good clear. Definitely a touch you should be able to follow up. So like here, I mean, maybe he was in the way a little bit, but yeah, you should be able to get that to that. So like, I mean, okay, again, this mechanical thing obviously, but like the bang here is good, and then the follow up, I mean, that's obvious. You need to go for this. Alright, so here, let's see. So here, this is good, and then this could have been scored. And then here you're on the ball. This is actually fine. So like here, I mean, you're without boost, but if you try and get a 50, that's perfectly fine. They're both there. And now it should be perfectly fine for your teammates to try and attack from here. Catch this, yes. Again, like, so here, try and just flip, like, and you use a lot of boost here. Like, you went from 100 to 20 to just get to this ball. Where if you just turn here and now, like, diagonal flip, you're supersonic too. And that touch was, it's alright. Like, this is definitely like a situation where you kind of need to rush. If you can get a more controlled touch there that you can follow up, it's better, obviously. Oh, and that should have probably been safe too. Don't really know what happened actually. I don't know why you're flipping back and forth here. So like, you're lined up. Literally just front flip and you're getting that boost. But you turn off ball cam twice. I don't know why. Because you're already getting the boost. Obviously, again, like in this situation, it didn't matter as it was being scored anyway, and your teammates should have probably saved this anyway. But like, it's a good habit to get into, like, just having it turn on. pretty much as much as possible. If you can get all the boosts blindly, that's perfect. So you're just chilling, just fine. Again, you use so much boost for no reason. Like, why are you using boost here? Like, you just wait for the play to happen. Like, in this case, like, maybe your teammate thought you were there, and then he passes it to you. Which, if you're there, then you can maybe shoot it. Fine. But in your position, you can see, like, you're not getting to the ball. You're not beating the opponent to the ball. Like, there's no reason for you to waste like 50 boost and then do a weird turn. I don't know what that was. So here you go for. So it's perfectly fine to go towards the player with the ball here as your second. Um, but that does mean you need to go for 50 if you can. If you can't, you just turn back and help out your third man. But like, I don't know what that is. So then here it should be fine again. And here, I mean, you just push up too much here. So here you should be back post and then just wait and see what happens. Or stay in the net, whatever. Like, you make it really difficult for yourself here. So here you should just go back post, like. And then if you're back post here and in the net, you're saving this easily. But because you push up on this weird touch, and you can see, like, an opponent is right there. And like, I mean, it's pretty obvious to say, like, either of those two are gonna stay up, like, that are now in the middle. And then here you can see there's an opponent right there, and I mean, there's no reason for him not to turn for it. I don't know if the boost up, replay and all that, like sometimes it bugs out, but I mean, well, let's assume it is up and you saw it was up. Then it's definitely weird for you to push up here. So if you do play like this, some players do play really aggressively like this. Like, I would personally stay back post, and then once this happens, you can position behind the line in the net, still close to the back post, as the ball is coming from the other side. But if you are really aggressive, and some players do this, you can go on the backboard here. So if you're on a backboard, you can hit this too, or you can at least save it. But if you're here and then reversing, if ever really you're reversing in a threes match, it means you made a mistake, like 99% of the time, because like there's no, like, you never pretty much want to reverse, like. So then obviously they score it. Oh, and then that's a forfeit. So like, main things. I saw you jump in as third man like twice, I think. Where if you just see, like, it could be fine, honestly, if you know, like, for certainty, like, you're gonna beat the player with the ball, the opponent with the ball to the, or if he isn't even at the ball, if you're gonna beat him, then that's fine. And if they have a clear, whatever, then you also want to be able to just decide, like, oh, what do I need to do with this ball? Do I need to catch it, or do I need to hit it straight away? And then 2 instances of you being third man, being pushed up a little too far. Yeah, I think that's about it. Like, apart from that, you're fine in this match, I'd say. Yeah. Oh. So that was gonna be it for this replay analysis. Again, if anyone wants to send in a replay, you can. Diamond 3 and above, and 3s. If you're a little lower ranked, then I can make an exception. As long as it's 3s ranked, that's fine. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.